Hello. How is it going? It is Manic Monday, and it is most definitely a bit of a Manic Monday over here. Uh, I managed to knock my necklace down the sink right before the stream started, and then as I'm like pressing go live, I hear Nick walking around in there, and I was like, "Stop it!" So I was sure he was going to stuff it down further, but he actually got it out. So I should actually be grateful and not frustrated. Yay, Nick saved the day because I was definitely like, I don't have like a magnet or something to pull it out. So I was going to ask y'all for tips on how to get it out, but problem solved. Anyways, I'm going to start saying hi to some people. A few people have already been in the chat. And make sure y'all are hitting the like button to help the stream get seen. Michelle most likely won't be coming on, but I do have a headphone, and just in case, she said just maybe she might pop in. But she hasn't been feeling so great and had a lot on her plate, so just kind of behind on stuff. So it's just me tonight, which I felt like she's not a big peated fan. I've got a few samples, I've got a couple bottles, so I was like, let's do that instead. So Des was in here early. She got her 2 stacks. I don't think that it is peated. I know that's an Irish whiskey. I know there is a peated Irish whiskey, but I think 2 stacks is just standard. I mean, but still good. Sugar Kitty, what is up? Give Pete a chance, right? I was trying to make some kind of play on Pete, and so I just went with like pickled pack of peppers, whatever that tongue twister is that clearly I'm not very good at. I made my own little version for the thumbnail. So Des is out of the art bag. Lame. I hate like art bag oogie is normally one I like to keep stocked, but we were out for a good while because it's so expensive. I don't know, but it is good, so it's like it's worth having. But we do have a bottle right now, so I'm happy. Aged in Oak, how's it going? Michael S, you're not traveling tonight? Holy crap! Or at a game. Oh, and I got your message and I forgot to respond. Thank you for the Spock ears. It was Michael S who sent me those. They just came separately from Spock the duck. So I had no idea. So yay, thanks. Now I know who saved the day. Aged in Oak. Oh, I like just saying hi to each other. Boop boop boop. Like a high maintenance socialite. Tim Corney, what is up? Pete for the win. Exactly. Cheers, sweet Cindy. How you doing? I do have a little bit of Knob Creek in the glass because it's required, and with the whole fiasco of my necklace going down the sink, it seemed like a good idea. So Pete, yuck, I've tried 5 different Isla's and can't do any of them. Pete, I mean, it can be an acquired taste, but like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, you just haven't had the right. That's what everybody does to me with rye. I get it. Sometimes you just don't like things, and Pete is definitely a bizarre flavor, so I can understand not being the biggest fan of it. I am trying a different setup tonight to try and get my to be able to like look at the camera more. So I've got like my iPad as a mirrored display to do the comments, but then I'm forgetting to look at the iPad for them. So I'll work on that. We're trying. All right. So did I hide it? No, I did not. There we go. Also, everything's much smaller when it's on the iPad. I like having my big, huge monitor over here. But yeah, so I thought it would be fun to do peated. I don't know, like for me, I was one of those people the first time I had peated, I liked it. Like I thought it was bizarre, especially just smelling it. The first peated ever that I had. Oh, I didn't realize this isn't as turned as I thought it was Campfire whiskey. I also knocked over the camera while trying to set up the iPad just before, so I think I'm just frazzled it today at the beginning with the whole necklace and everything. But was the High West Campfire, which we just got a new bottle of because Nick and I never go camping without it. It's become our tradition. And I mean, I honestly think it's great for like it smells exactly like what it's called. And I remember I was confused the first time I had it because it almost seems like a like a Willy Wonka thing, you know, where it's like, oh, this is supposed to taste like blueberry pie and mashed potatoes and steak, and you like taste each of the flavors and whatever. Like it feels like almost like it's artificially flavored because it is so strong on that smoke, or like, you know, or artificially scented. Because sometimes it smells crazy, but then on the palate, it's not all that nuts. So I do have my Knob Creek, but I think I'm about to finish that so we can get into some peateds. What's one that I've got that's a lower proof? Got some Bunny 12, and I think that's a lower ppm. I meant to look up ppms, but I didn't, so I'm a terrible person. Uh, or no, yes. I have Bunny 12, Bunnahabhain 12, which I just like to call Bunny because that makes it adorable. And I have Ben Riach, the Smoky 12, 92 proof. This is actually a sample from Kathy Joe that she gave me a while back, and I did have some, but didn't quite finish it. So I think I'll pour that, the Ben Riach. So if y'all do, oh, Nick, get off the internet. Maybe it's because I'm doing the iPad. I could switch off of it. Here, I'm gonna switch off the iPad. How do I do that? Are you sure you? Bear with. Hold up. And then, did it cause some? Everything seems wrong. Oh, okay. No, I don't think it's a problem. Okay, now the Wi-Fi is off on the iPad. Fun for a bit. Buna 12 is unpeated. Oh, I thought Bunnahabhain was just like a really low peat. Oh, well, but I'm opening up the bin rack, not the bunny. Okay, that works out. Yeah, if you call yourself Bunny, it automatically makes you adorable. Okay, well, if Bunny isn't actually peated, I thought it was like just super low peat. Then I won't even pour that tonight. We'll go with the Benriach. I'm pretty sure Benriach is. And also, if I mispronounce one of these names, sorry, I think I can pronounce these ones. I mean, Campfire, Ardbeg. I've got the Lagavulin, Offerman Chard, and a couple of Port Charlottes. So I think the ones I have available I can pronounce. But Michael S., let me know if I know it's going to take some catching up, I guess, but if this has helped at all. So I turned off my devices, but Nick was watching Superman earlier. So he might still have the TV connected. I don't know. I try to disconnect everything from the internet before streaming. Okay. So I'm going to pour this Benriach. Hopefully it's actually peated. I think it is. Yeah, it's peated. That's one of the beauties of peated whiskey is it's easy to check. So I did actually download some charts to use. Let's see here. I don't know if it'll be listed on one of those charts. Chart. This one had, I think, more listed on it. Well, part of it is blocked off for me. So Benriach is not mentioned. Oh, Booney, but yeah, it's practically unpeated. It's 2 ppm. So fair enough. Boop. Okay, back to the comments. Cheers, y'all. What's up, Top Dog? Benriach, the Smoky 10 and 12 are non-Isla peat. Okay, perfect. So they are peated, but they are not from the Isla territory. What I know, like I don't know much about Scotch. I know there's the Highlands. I know, yeah, that's all I can think of right now. I know there's a couple of different regions, and Isla's known for its peated, but so I tend towards just Isla because I only really like peated Scotch. Port Charlotte is my bag. Oh my god, I have actually Michelle and Will were the ones who introduced me to Port Charlotte 10 and hooked me up with this bottle, and I love Port Charlotte 10. Your speed seems good, but you're a little low on the screen. Sorry, it's just your height or lack thereof. I'm low on the screen. Does it need to be? Maybe it's. Am I? I don't know what's happening. I need to not knock everything over and screw everything up right before the stream. That's what you get. have some samples of Port Charlotte 16 and 8 from Will Davilar, who is the man and loves peated scotch, so has really girl up. Um, but I remember I had only had, I think, like campfire until going to visit them. I think it was the first time I visited them, and he poured me some Port Charlotte 10, and then we just did like a peated night. It was super fun. One thing I know about scotch is I don't like it. Fair enough to, oh, well, now it's just not gonna let me, okay, that's weird. Um, Fair enough. Like, I don't like peated scotch, which is weird. So it's not dirty peat, like, ooh, see, I don't know how to say that one. Balekin? I don't know, who knows? I, some of y'all do. Probably Sugar Kitty knows how to say it. But Binriach is for real. All right, sweet. I'm gonna get into, ooh, oh, I love that like barbecuey, smoky, smell that you get from most of it. I understand if you've mostly had things like Lafroig, where you get more of the medicinal iodine thing. I can see not liking it. Although I have really liked, yeah, I'm getting like a little connection is fairly good. We'll see how it goes. I don't know why I was being so stupid tonight. Stupid. Arad loves peat, but hates rye. Yeah. I mean, I think it makes perfect sense. Rye is gross, and peat is just like, I don't know, has all kinds of stuff going on. Do you get a band-aid smell on peated that so many people? So that's on Lafroig. So I feel like on Lafroig you get that melted plastic kind of thing, or like like when they've like freshly tarred a road sort of thing. You can get that on Lafroig. And I'm not really sure which other ones. I'm not like an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Uh but oh, Sugar Kitty's rubbing in what beers they get. To Nick. She was in a lab. Likes PD medicinal. Yeah, I like things that make me feel like I'm at work, apparently. You were right the second time. Is it Balakin? Is like, isn't okay, I remember our girl Shayla talking about it's Lechig, right? I think for Ledaig. Lechig. She sent me some one time and that was good. Octomore is the bomb. I've had that before, but I do not have any tonight. Band-aids and hate. Yeah, people feel strongly, but I also feel like the smell can trick you and can make you think that it's going to be worse than it is. Like often the smell can be crazy, and on the palate, it's very different. Like I feel like you get that with the Ardbeg Oogie. Oogidale. This is the Benriach. Oh, she's peated. It's definitely not the medicinal kind of peat. Stupid internet signals. Oh, I nailed the correct. Shayla is a great teacher. I'm sad she's not really doing Whiskey Tube anymore. Our girl Whiskey Central, but all of her videos are still up. If you really want to know about scotches and peateds, she's the person. She's got it. She knows this stuff. What's up, Scott Bryant from North Carolina? I'm from South Carolina, so go Gamecocks. And go Panthers for like actually kind of showing up this past weekend. I didn't get to see the whole thing because I'm not fast, but this is good. You definitely, I mean, I don't know. In fact, I think I'm gonna pour some Ardbeg Oogie because I feel like it helps give me a good comparison. Because I know with Ardbeg Oogie, I get like a nice barbecuey thing going on. Beg Oogadale is what I'm referencing. If it wants to go, oh, those are my Star Trek nails. They're still on. Ardbeg Oogadale. It is like, what is it? 108 proof, 108.4 for us Americans, but 50% for everybody else. Shayla's doing tiny paintings while touring around. Yeah, basic, really awesome tiny paintings with her little Altoid thing. I want to figure out how to get my dad hooked up on that. He's great at that kind of thing. Hers are beautiful. Okay. Oh, I showed off the bottle, opened it, closed it, did not pour it. I should measuring, but I brought my thing to measure. No, just a tiny bit. Oogie, oogie. Another one that, again, by calling it oogie, just like bunny, it just makes it immediately cuter. So who was it that was saying they've tried a few and didn't like them? Try calling them their cute name and see if that makes them better. Maybe it'll help. Who knows? You never know. It's all in the head. Oh, okay. I feel like the contrast really, really helps. So I know Ardbeg 10 is the regular normal one. And then Ardbeg Oogie is finished in, is it sherry cask? Blur, 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 blur. Blur, 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 blur. Yes. It's finished in Old X sherry cask. That gives it this kind of, now I'm going to say raisiny because it says raisiny on the back, but I hate raisins, so that's uh, it gives me sweeter barbecue notes, and I think that's like if you tried some peateds, but none of them finished in like especially sherry cask. I've had some that were finished in port and sherry or triple cast. Oh, that's hard to say. Uh, oh God, no! Why is it freezing so much? I'm so excited for this stream, and now it's gonna be stupid. So lame. But oh, but if you've tried ones like that weren't finished, I guess definitely see if you can't get a chance to try something like Oogie. Or you can even reach out to me, and I can maybe hook you up with a sample of Oogie. Because it just gives this sweeter bar. It's definitely not medicinal. It definitely doesn't have the iodine or burnt plastic kind of thing. I can get into that, but it's not my preferred for sure. So, okay, side by side, Manatee Glen is Oogie. Mash and Journey Glen is Benriach. I wish I knew the ppm. A little bit of info. I did fact check myself because it was one of those, I know some of this, but I need to be sure. But if you don't know, the whole deal with peated whiskeys is that they use peat moss in the malting process. So normally when you have malted barley, it's basically wetting the barley grains so that they start to germinate and then drying them out like while they're germinating kind of thing. And obviously not letting them grow into a full plant. And for this, when they dry it out, they burn peat moss. And peat moss is basically just old plant bits that have been around forever and kind of decomposed, but in a crazy way of not having really enough oxygen to fully decompose. So it becomes this sort of special stuff that they can dry out. And they used to use it as fuel for, like heating their homes and whatnot in Scotland and Ireland. But so you can burn it once you let it dry out. And then now you use that as your fuel for drying out your malted barley. Okay, I'm out of breath. But when you do that, that actually introduces these compounds, these phenol compounds, into the whiskey, into the malt. And then at the end, they can actually measure how much phenol is in there. And so they measure that phenol. It's ppm, phenol parts per million, even though parts per million is always ppm, but whatever. And that's kind of what we're talking about when we're like, oh, whatchamacallit is, Bunny is only about 2 ppm, like nothing. And then you get things like Octomore, which can be as much as like 300 ppm, which is kind of insane, but so good. So if you're thinking about maybe like if you tried really high ppms first, maybe it's better to start at a lower one. Sugar Kitty was given some info. Oh, you did. Sorry, missed Sugar Kitty. That it's about 35 ppm. Sweet. Thank you. Happen to know what Port Charlotte is? Can you just be my reference person tonight? Just picked up an old bottling of the English Whiskey Coast. Ooh, no idea what that is, but that should be interesting. Upright, you make your own peat moss? I don't want to know, buddy. I don't want to know about your personal peat moss situation. Oh my God, yes. Oops, Sugar Kitty, yes. If you message maybe on Instagram or if you email me you can do womenofwhiskies@gmail.com or mountain7@gmail.com. That's amazing. Rich Z, what is up? Good call. Stick to water if you're not feeling so hot. buddy. Okay, those peat numbers are for the malted barley, not the new make spirit. Mm-mm. Oh, so it's measured at that stage, not at the final stage, whiskey kind of thing. Is that what you're saying, Donner Pass? That I didn't know. I just assumed it was like at the final stage kind of thing. But like from my understanding, I mean, this was pretty quick research before the stream. I always heard like bits and pieces, but never dug into it. Um, Basically, it's about kind of the duration of time and intensity. You know, how much of the smoke is present when they're doing the malting. So, but yeah, I did not know that. Okay, into it with the side by side of Ardbeg Oogie and Binriach. Oh my god, I love you, Ardbeg Oogie. You're so good. You're still so good. Uh, one more. There's like a ham thing going on with it. Like I think one of the fun things about at least peated scotch is you tend to get savory notes when you're drinking. You know, we're so used to pie notes and caramel and vanillas and buttercream frosting and all this stuff with those of us who normally drink bourbon. Like then you switch to the savory thing and that can just be really jarring, but oh, so good. Anyways, also I don't recommend going from peated back to bourbon pretty much ever. Mm. Mm. I want to say it's like a honey baked, but it's not really like a honey baked ham. Like almost like candied bacon without too much of the candy, but it's not like salty. It just has that meatiness kind of thing to it. And with like a little bit of, as if like barbecue sauce was nearby in the pan, but not coating the bacon. If that makes any sense. Um, Nick Pruitt thinks that's what I haven't had peated. Anyone know the peated in Ben Romac? I don't know. Ben Sugar Cane Riach is 35. But I also don't know that many scotches, so Ben Romac might not be a typo. There's supposed to be 5 flavor chemical consequences of peat: phenol, guaiacol, creosote, syringol, and iodine. Oh, I can see that. So are guaiacol and syringol also aromatic compounds? Like also types, I mean, they end in OL, so I imagine. It's been a while since I took Oreo, so, oh God.
So Sugar Kitty.
Sugar Kitty, while we're asking you questions, Nick needed you to see that, oh, wrong side, that we get ourselves a little quick hookup on some Yingling, and he's very happy about his Yingling. So, okay, eat. I'm not going to have any right now. Or at all, because I'm not going to drink his beer. He loves it too much. I agree. Some nights are peated nights and some nights are bourbon. Yeah, but never in the same night. Or like maybe you go from bourbon over to peated. Just don't try to switch back. Your bourbon's just not going to taste as good. So, okay, so Port Charlotte is pretty close to. It's only a little bit over. Froggy. Who's Froggy? Which one's Froggy? I think that's what I said. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, Nick told me about the yang. Always something to consider in PBM is how the barley is malted. Ooh, Sugar Gator, we just need you to come on and give us like a full freaking lesson on peated whiskeys. Because I think you're like a flavor scientist or something, right? Froggy Lafroy, duh. Does A-Rod camera freeze up or is it, yeah, apparently our internet is slow. So get off. He uses data for most stuff. So he shouldn't be on it, but if the TV is on, Nick, turn it off. It uses internet. I can't think of what else might be on the internet right now. I turned off my tablet and my phone. Okay. So from this barbecue-y Ardbeg Oogie, I'm going to go back to the Benriach. And this is the Benriach 12, or Benriach the Smoky 12, 92 proof. So it is a little bit lower proof than this Oogie is. Have a little water. Oh, see, it's funny because now this Benriach is actually smelling sweeter. Less like super obvious, just peat smoke. Maybe it's because it sat out for a bit. Do you smell those too? Okay. I forgot how much harder it is to do the stream by yourself, and there's nobody to fill in so that you can take a breath and not be relying on. It's definitely milder, not as savory. Still good though. There's like a um it's more like like once the smoke has kind of weighed, like if somebody had smoked in a room, but then they'd left, and you can still smell it behind afterwards. We were going to do that at one point with someone else. Like, I'm nerdy enough that I would think that would be actually really fun. If that would be something you're interested in doing, write this down. Should get maybe we could kind of put it out there as like, hey, anybody who wants to nerd fest about the chemicals going, that I always am interested in, like, what is it that makes it taste this way, and how is it that these flavors can be so different? So I think it could be, even if you're not like super nerdy or whatever, uh, it can just be kind of cool to understand the behind the scenes of it. The one person who's not orange is Nick. Sorry, babes. Oops. I should probably fix that at some point. So, oh yeah, we do phenol extraction for RNA. Okay. It is good though. I dig it. Okay, where are we at? Do I have another Glen? Oh yes, I do. I thought so. Might try to finish off this Benriach. In the meantime, which gives the ash in the bonfire the next morning smell? Sugar cane. Is that the phenol? Isn't phenol like a group of them? Like it's got subcomponents. I think it might be the phenol. That's what I love though. Like, and that's one of the cool things about the campfire for me is actually, let's do that. I was going to do Port Charlotte next, but I'll go ahead and pour a little this campfire. Just got it, so it's still got the plastic. Oh, sorry, that was probably loud. Also weird that I just did like a Canadian sorry there. Gonna clean this out. Next beer. So I'll pour a little bit of campfire, and then I'll do some Port Charlotte, I think. Oh, I do like Kilchoman. I haven't had Kilchoman in a hot minute. Phenol gave me nosebleeds. No, really? Why were you using it out of the hood? Even I use phenol in the hood. No, I don't. Just kidding. I use chloroform in the hood. It's like the next step of the extraction. But it's such small amounts. It's like 500 microliters. All right. Okay, I don't want to use a million Glens. So I'm just going to wipe it a little bit for this campfire. So the campfire is by High West. It's like one of the few things I actually really like by High West. They mostly focus on rye. But if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a neat one. It's a blend of straight rye whiskey. No wonder I don't like rye. It's hard to say those two words back to back, whiskey and rye. Straight bourbon whiskey and blended malt Scotch whiskey. So I think it's pretty much like a 1-to-1-to-1 blend. Honestly, it's not coming off as, maybe once you start really getting into peateds, you get used to it. And so like it doesn't come off so crazy. But I remember when we first tried this, we're like, how does this actually, almost like going to Yankee Candle and smelling a candle that's supposed to smell like a campfire. Which I know is dumb because it's a candle, but I love High West. I like it, yeah. Oh yeah, the fume hood, y'all, so that you don't get nosebleeds. The thing that, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me bitching about multiple times recently because we're doing construction and it keeps sending the alarm off on our fume hood. So I just ripped it out of the wall because I couldn't take it anymore. High West, I believe, is Froggy Barrels. Oh, is it? I don't know. Is that disclosed? It's not on the bottle. They don't tell you on the bottle. I've never heard, honestly. I have no idea. That would make sense, because, I mean, Laphroaig... has a, I mean, to me, I always get more of the tar on Laphroaig, but I highly suggest Balvenie Week of Peak or Peat Week if you find it. Tons of campfire cookout smoke flavor. Ooh, writing this down. Flavor. Episode. I forgot to finish the one about Sugar Kitty. What was it called? Balvenie. Balvenie. We're going to the Grand Tetons next weekend. So I'll be in a different state and can look at some other liquor stores, try my chances. Although Jackson Hole everything's overpriced. Peat Week. That sounds amazing. Yeah, buddy. Mix on it. Okay. What did I just put? Oh, the campfire. See, now that's coming off way milder to me than it used to come off. I mean, I'm getting it, but it's a bit of a drop in proof compared to the Ardbeg Oogie, which was like 108. And, oh, yeah, I think it was 108. And this is only 92. Oh, weird. They also put it in alcohol by volume. Okay. Balvenie is like that Benriach to me. Oh, really? Ooh, then I might like it. Although it's feeling a little mild. What's the proof on the Balvenie? Do y'all know? Matthew Parks or Sugar Kitty? Because that was the only thing, was it felt, and maybe that was just because I was having it next to the Oogie. Because I did enjoy it more, I think, before I tried the Oogie. So I normally try to drink things in order of proof. So, all right, here we go. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't yet. Helps out the channel. Okay. This is going to be way different. Wow, it just disappears. It could be having it. It's got to be because I've just had the Oogie, which is just so good. I love Oogie so much. I'm going to do Port Charlotte next. Yeah, listen to him. First sip's always the worst sip, so. It is such a different vibe because it is this blend. Matthew Parks. Okay, 48 or 46. So similar. Okay. That sip was better. It is such a different vibe. With the rye and the bourbon in there, you're getting more, it's more on that sweet, it's not so smoky. I feel like the smoke is mostly in the smell. And then it's more like a boo rye kind of thing, which I do kind of like. I love this outdoors. By the actual campfire, somehow that transforms this to be even better. But I feel like it's just not living up right now after the other stuff. But I stand by High West Campfire. So I just need to do a separate review. Have I done a review? I've done American Prairie. American Prairie sucks. Don't bother. That's their bourbon, and they just aren't good at making bourbon by itself. Unless it's finished. They do have some good finished American Prairies. So, but I have this clipped up only because it was hot. All right. Each week of peat is different. Oh, but a lot are close, but just under 100 proof. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like with Scotch, I get it. I can deal with a lower proof. They don't need so much proof, I feel like, to deliver as much flavor. Okay. Oh, my God. I was about to skip regular Port Charlotte and go straight into Port Charlotte 16 because I just wanted to treat myself, I guess. So I'm going to have my beloved, some Port Charlotte 10. This is 100 proof, 50%. This is the bomb. I don't think they have it in Utah, though, because why would they? Whee! Well, we got it from our buddies in Idaho. So, and if y'all make cocktails at home, I'm just gonna real quick, I want to make sure I mention this. We are doing Clash of the Cocktails again this year. So, and part of the competition is just a great name for your cocktail. So even if you think your cocktail is not that great or not that unique, like, I mean, it needs to be like, you know, your spin on whatever, or just a totally new cocktail that you've made. But if you got a great name, like, that's part of the deal. So while I try this out, here we go. Boop. Did that freeze up as it played? Is it too? I had actually lowered the volume for myself. I'm like, I feel like this is really loud. Sorry. I will edit that again and lower the volume because I hate that so much when something is just suddenly loud. I will fix that. Fix volume. I think shit. I think I wrote that down last time too. Fix volume. All right. Each week of Pete is different. Oh, I'm sending some blind stuff to compete. What? Nick never makes cocktails. What's he talking? I've been having lemon drop martinis lately, like my own little, way more vodka, way less simple syrup in them, as like my treat. Loop and her cat freaked out over the volume. Oh no, Loops! I'm sorry. It's a good thing he wasn't wearing his wings. Wow. Okay. Apparently that is obnoxiously loud. I apologize. Okay. Going into this Port Charlotte 10, kind of like having fun comparing the savoriness or the like amount of smokiness. Mm. See, now this is coming back into like what I really think of with peated, like not so much that barbecue sweetness like you get in the Ugadale, which again is finished in sherry cask. I don't think this is. I think this is just oak cask. Yeah, 10 aged years in oak cask. What is an aged year? 10 years aged in oak cask, I think is what they mean. Um, oh, weird way of putting it. English is y'all's first language. Okay, like don't come at me. um, but like the sherry cask really sent that into this whole barbecue side. This is coming right back into just full on smokiness, but not just. Hold on, first sip is always the worst sip slash blankest sip. Mm. Mm. I feel like describing peated whiskeys is one of the hardest things to do and it sound like it's good, you know, and like that it actually sounds like you enjoy it. Cause like I want to say this reminds me of an ashtray. Not that I've ever licked an ashtray, and it's not that dry. Um I but also like just the tiniest amount of fruit, if that helps. You said you know, think that maybe it could be good. It's so hard to describe. Do they say anything? Nah, they don't even bother. They're like, if you know, you know. Bite me. At least not on that. Do they say anything on the. It even comes in a cool container, y'all. We believe it, blah, 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 blah. No. Even they don't try to because they know if you do, it's going to sound bad. But it is good. I don't know how to make that sound better. If somebody is like really interested, let me know. Okay. I would be happy to. And if you do try it and you don't like it, that's fine. I get it. Pete, it's not for everybody. Uh, yeah, I'm at like yeah, exactly. If you've ever dated a smoker, you know, but like this is in a good way. If you ended up marrying it and it was a good relationship and like you have positive associations to the taste, like the like and maybe they ate like a blueberry or something also. Lupin as in Professor Lupin. Yes, actually. I feel like he doesn't get enough love and he's my favorite character. So he was almost Pippin from Lord of the Rings, but after a week we decided on Lupin. He's the best. He's such a cute kitty. Join the Patreon and you'll get to see him wearing wings. Okay, native tongue is Pigland. Sorry, Sugar Kitty asked something. Oh, Jesus. I'm very scared to try and say these out loud. Have you had an Ardnamurchan? Ardnamurchan. I've been watching a lot of Hamish Macbeth. I feel like I should be better at this. It's a very Scottish show. I have some new bottles on the way. You'll want to Machry more. Machry. That I can imagine being said on Hamish Macbeth. More peated Aran and Ardnaha. Oh, I had Aran at my brother's. He's into some of it. I got him a Talisker for his like 40th birthday a couple years ago. The Talisker Distillers Edition, 18 year or something. Super good. But I got to try an Iran while I was there, and I was like, "Fuck, that's really good." But no, I've never even heard of the Ardna Merkin. It's really hard to say. That's not the one. There is one Scotch that I just can't try because their first couple letters are AUS something, I think. And then it's like a factory is their picture. But all I can think is Auschwitz every time I see it. I'm just like, this is a poor combination. Like, if you're gonna have AUS as your first couple letters, like, don't put the factory thing in the background. It seems like a bad marketing idea. Anyways, that is an ADD moment if I've ever heard. But this Mockery Moore sounds good. Also, that's fun to say. Here it is. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Living controls Adriana for some effed up reason. He loves her more than me. He does. It's great. Bobo, does he or she? Okay, I'm caught up. Cool. Port Charlotte. There's almost a bit of citrus to it, actually. I said blueberry before. There's almost a bit of citrus. So it's almost like a little bit of like not like tart, but like orange juice, where it's kind of sweet, combined with the whole lot of cigarette, but not Octomore levels of smokiness, which are just amazing. Like, once you do fall in love with peated, then you just can't get enough of it. Like it's a funny world. All right, I'm gonna finish this Port Charlotte 10. And actually, what's in my manatee glass? Oh, it's the Oogie. I'm gonna finish the Oogie so that I can try. I'm gonna combine some of that pour. I don't really want to drink a ton tonight. So that I can try the Port Charlotte 10 next to the Port Charlotte 16. So I imagine that the Port Charlotte 16 bottle says 16 aged years in oak cask. Y'all mean 10 or 16 years aged in oak cask? The years weren't aged. The years are the same age regardless. Just saying. I was the stepdaughter of a English professor, so maybe I'm getting hung up on stupid things. Okay, Port Charlotte 16. I'm excited to get into this. Ooh, why do I do this? I'm trying it out of the. Oh, sorry, my flannel button is hitting the thing. So if you're hearing a tapping sound, that's my bad. Sorry. Okay. Port Charlotte 16 into the manatee glass. So now we have Port Charlotte 16 in the manatee glass, Port Charlotte 10 in the Storytime glass. If that helps at all for anybody who's actually trying to track, which is nobody. Has grilled pineapple to start. Ooh, I think we finished we had the like the first Lagavulin Offerman edition, and I do have some of the Offerman charred oak here, which I remember really, really liking. As you can see, like, I tend to drink just part of a sample bottle and then try to save it for at a different time, or if I want to use it for stream. Or like if I tried part, then Nick can try the other part, kind of thing. So that's why all of these are like already open. Kind of deal. Liking peated scotch is like loving the pretty girl who smokes, uses honeyberry shampoo in her flowing hair, and sometimes slaps you. You're into that. That's pretty specific. The honeyberry shampoo. Wow. I just use whatever shampoo somebody has given me most recently. I'm using shampoo and conditioner that Frankie Stahl gave me, and I've got new bottles that Michelle gave me. Shampoo and conditioner is just expensive, and it just, you wash it out anyways. Good evening, folks. Just popping in on a quick. Oh, what's up, Donald Rance? I'm pretty sure you like a peated scotch. I know you're a scotch guy. I'm pretty sure you like peated scotch. I've got Port Charlotte 10 and Port Charlotte 16 poured now. We've already done some Benriach, some Ardbeg Oogie, and some High West Campfire, which is like a funny little blend of peated scotch and rye and bourbon. So, you don't like a rye? What's your problem? The Lagavulin Lions Fire 12-year-old has that grilled pine. Oh, I did not have that one. Had that grilled pineapple. The offer mints are generally finished. That oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, that's true. Um, isn't that Nez? I'm very excited for it. I bet he does. Michael's the one who uses the honeyberry shampoo, but he's also the one who gets slapped. I'm betting. That's where my bet is laying. uh, I mean, also, peated scotch can be not as mean as that. No, that's actually, I feel like a pretty apt description. But it's so good. That girl needs love too, okay? The honeyberry shampoo using, smoking slapper girl. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh shit. This is, wow. It's just so rich on the nose. Oh, I looked it up earlier. Port Charlotte 16 is 111.2, no, 0.6 proof. 55.8%. And then 11.6, yeah, 111.6 proof. Whereas Port Charlotte 100 is 100 proof. Exactly. Which is the honeyberry. We know. We got you now. We're all going to send you honeyberry shampoo. It's your backup. Richie C's all for it. I love it. I feel like peated whiskey just lends itself to crazy descriptions in all kinds of ways. Oh my gosh. It's not just smokiness on this one. This is the PC6, the Port Charlotte 16. Wait for it. Hold on. I'm not like Jason C, where he's so good at just like boop 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 boop. These are all the things that make me think of. There's like a honey note to it. I think that's my thing. Um, hey, what's up? Peat parties are the best parties. Yeah, they are. Welcome, Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. You gotta, I don't know if it'll show you, so I'm gonna put our boy Whiskey Sensory Shenanigans. Liking peated scotch is like loving the pretty girl who smokes, uses honeyberry shampoo in her flowing hair, and sometimes slaps you. And you're into that. They're the best parties. You know. All right. Same. As a person who has literally never smoked anything in my life, but I love a tobacco note on a whiskey or rum. I often get like pipe tobacco on a good rum, and it makes my day. Okay. Yeah, it's like a almost like a honey apple and oak and then of course smoked. Oh my god. It smells so good. Mm. What's up? Oops. What's up, MC? Oh, I responded to your comment and I didn't even say hi to you, MC. Sorry. Mm. Oh, that's killer. Oh my gosh, that like this one does have at least first sip. It has like kind of that lingering sort of smoky tar thing going, like at the back. Hence, I'm going like this, like at the back. I feel like it's got this lingering. Mm. Oh my god, me and Des Bailey are like OG Des are basically twins. Literally, we have everything in common. It's ridiculous. Uh, Also, Daz, I feel like as you have dogs who are all named after space stuff, Nick got me a telescope for my birthday and we went stargazing on Saturday and it was freaking awesome. Although definitely a bit of a learning curve and we got eaten up by bugs, but worth it. Okay, back into this Port Charlotte 16. Mmm, it's like chewy. Like you just want to chew on it. You just want it to sit there. Mmm. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Shit, that is amazing. Oh, God. Does anybody else ever get mad when something's really good? Especially if it's a sample, because it's like, fuck, I am not gonna get it. Oh my God, that is so good. Pipe tobacco smells great. Yes, Richie Z. Nick smokes cigars sometimes. Like literally, he only smokes once a week, and it's either pipe or cigar. And I pushed him towards pipes because I love the smell of pipes. If you like the tobacco note, buy petunia hanging baskets for the summer. What? Really? I feel like they'll fry here. Anything I put outside fries immediately. Our balcony just gets a shit ton of sun for the first half of the day, and I'm in a desert, so. But now I'm kind of intrigued. That's awesome. I want a telescope. Hey, I really, really like mine, so far at least. So I think it's pretty cool, and and it's a good it's not like one of these crazy fancy ones. It's a good starter telescope, I think, but it's pretty fun. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to get away from the Port Charlotte 16, but God, it's so good. Okay, one more sip of it, and then I'm gonna go back to the Port Charlotte 10. And it's 7:53. If y'all are a Patreon Plinko, please, it's not time yet. In fact, I need to pull up that tab, but sorry if you're hearing the typing. StreamYard. How do you do that again? Shit, I should have said Michelle afterwards. Normally does this part of it. StreamYard giveaway tool. Oh, that portrait, it lingers. It's the finish that's like kind of the most amazing part of it. It's just, like I don't want to drink water because I want this finish to stay forever. But I'm gonna anyway. Should I try some Knob Creek after this? Let's do the Port Charlotte 10 first. StreamYard giveaway page. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Pull that off. Put the thingy. Hashtag Plinko. It's not time yet, but I'm just getting it set up for when it is time. Okay, put that on that window. Voila. Is VO5 still a thing? I still have things of oil that my Tia in Puerto Rico, she gave me a bunch of them because my hair is so dry. Because I don't live in Puerto Rico, so I still have those, but I don't know if it's still a thing. You're supposed to heat up the oil? I don't understand, so I never used it. Oh my, yes, right? This finish is just all day. Oh, Port Charlotte is just, if the person is still here who, at the beginning, who said, I'm so sorry, I forgot who it was, that they had tried a few Isla's and didn't like it. I mean, I don't have Port Charlotte 16 to give you, but I could give you a sample of Port Charlotte 10. I'm not saying you're gonna like it, but it's just a really nice example of one, if you're interested. Yes, it was like in a tube. But well, like my oil thing was like in a little tube. And then you like take off the cap and you turn it around and you poke it. But you were supposed to heat it up somehow, and I didn't understand. Like, do people just have containers for that? Okay, I'm done with dessert and quickly meeting my son's new. Oh, great! So now I can pour some long row peated cam. All right. Ooh. Now you're talking. Oh, Campbelltown. That's another one of the districts of whatchamacall, Scotland. That is a really great recommendation. If that person is still here who didn't like Isla, maybe try Kilcolman. So that's a peated whiskey, not from the Highlands. Where is it from, Sugar Kitty? From a different region in Scotland. Such a dirty, earthy peat on that one. Oh, sorry. Oh, nice one. Long Row is from Springbank. Oh, cool. Well, then I'm sure Will probably has it because I know Will Davilar, my partner, Michelle's husband, channel partner, not like romantic partner, obviously. Her husband loves Springbank. That is his jam. And I know he also enjoys Peated Scotch. I accidentally drank the 16 again. Was it an accident though? Okay. Real quick, back to Port Charlotte 10. And then, okay, should I try the Offerman Charred Oak? So this is the Lagavulin Nick Offerman collaboration that was finished in charred oak. Or should I try the Port Charlotte 18 that I I still have. I probably won't. I'll probably just pour a little bit of the sample if that's what I go for. So good soy sauce too. Kokum. Oh, it is an Isla. Maps. I don't understand scotches. Um, Springbank costs 3 times more in the U.S. compared to Scotland, but that makes it sit on the shelf so you can actually get it. Ah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, and I know they loaded up when they went to Scotland, so they probably kind of saved on that. More Port Charlotte. Regions: Isla, Highlands, Campbelltown. Oh, I almost said Lowlands earlier, but then I felt like I was just making that up based off of Highlands. And Speyside. That's right. Some argue Islands should be one, but it's already in Highland. Oh, Scotch is complicated. I feel like bourbon is less complicated, but it might just feel like that because I live in the States and I'm just used to it. So I understand there's a bias. Okay, finishing off my Port Charlotte 10. Oh, delicious. Oh, Sugar Kitty saying, yeah, I know. Well, I wasn't planning on doing all of them tonight, so it was kind of like I could just try a tiny bit of the Offerman. I'm gonna just try a tiny bit of the Offerman, and then I'll switch to Port Charlotte 18. Literally just like 2 sips worth of the Offerman, just because it'll be I feel like it should be a good contrast from the y'all. I would take this side out, but there's a bunch of bobby pins in there that I will lose, like that are already lost in there. I'll find them later. But I realize I look lopsided. Okay. So this is Lagavulin and Offerman Charred Oak. Real quick, I don't want to keep people here all night, especially if you're trying to stick around. Yeah, I know, right? So, and I only poured a very tiny amount. Like for me, probably about 2 sips. Oh. I think this is because it's coming after the. Ugh. It had like a not like rubbing alcohol, but a very chemically note, a very dry chemically note there at the front. It actually got better at the end, but I'm so distracted by the beginning. Oh, that did not go well. Yep, I should have. Order matters, y'all. I should have had that before. Just give me all the bacon and eggs. Oh, what is funny is I've never watched Parks and Rec, but I have a couple of friends who love it and keep telling me that I am Ron Swanson. I think one of them's like she's Indian vegetarian, and so I think she just thinks I'm extreme because I'm an American who eats meat. But I uh, I feel like I really need to check it out because Ron Swanson sounds amazing. All right, second sip on the Offerman Charred Oak, and then I'm gonna switch over to a little Port Charlotte 18 to finish out the night. And we'll do Patreon Plinko real quick. That was a much better sip. It's mild. Actually, again, I'm getting like a fruitiness to it and a sweetness to it. Like there is that. It's not the same kind of smoking. It's not that dry, like true smoke. I feel like I want to say charred only because that's in the title. But charred is in like the charred sweetness on a meat after barbecue, but it's not giving me a barbecue note either. So I'm struggling to distinguish it. Yeah, exactly. It's like I gotta be in that right zone to try out a new show and the time for it kind of thing. But it does sound good. It sounds like it would be up my alley. Okay, one more sip of that Offerman. It is good. I like it. That's pretty good. I think I looked up. That's 46%, so it's also a bit of a drop in proof. Okay, now we're gonna switch over, finish out the night on a wee bit of Port Charlotte 18. Oh, I think she brought me the bottle, and then I got to pour a sample of myself for myself to keep. So really special label there. Me and my green masking tape that I really like that I stole from work. This is 18. Wait. How do they say it? 18 aged years in oak cask. Um, by Port Charlotte. Okay. And it is 51.5%. So 103 proof. I'm just doing a tiny amount. Favorite peated so far? Oh, gotta be that Port Charlotte 16. Normally, most nights, Oogie is my jam. That's my bit. But tonight, that Port Charlotte 16 is ridiculous. So good. Oh, I liked the heavy char. Did we have it? Or did I try it somewhere? I know I liked the heavy char. This one is the charred oak, which was a different release, I believe. I know he had like a few special releases. But oh my gosh, this Port Charlotte 16 has been insane. It's so good. I don't know how much that bottle is. I know when I like was Googling for proofs, Port Charlotte 18 I think was like over 200. I imagine Port Charlotte 16 isn't far off from that. But shit, that is good. That is really, really good. So, okay. So I've got that poured. If you are a Patreon, Patreon, on Patreon, $4 it up. Go ahead and put hashtag Plinko in the chat. Enter giveaway. Where did I put it? Where's that thing? Oh, there it is. Patreons. Hashtag Plinko time. So put in those hashtag Plinkos. I'm going to play the song. We'll try it while I figure out how to actually run the hashtag Plinko thing. Oh, and this is... where's it? Where is... oh, there it is. This is Ignore Birthday Bottle Surprise. That is actually a Caribou Crossing whiskey. How do I get rid of the freaking banner so y'all can see what you could win? And then I'm going to play the video. So, Women of Whiskey's coin, Criminals and Cocktails, Rocks Glass, Messy Hair and Whiskey Neat t-shirt, Wild Leather Journal, which is what I'm using tonight, Women of Whiskey's leggings, Wild Coupe cocktail glass, the Caribou Crossing bottle, or Women of Whiskey's boxers or briefs. If you need to see them, this is what those sexy things look like. And, okay, putting that down. Oh, and then, okay, here is your Plinko song. This shouldn't be as ridiculously loud.
Patreon Plinko, it's a game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we make your day. Support the show. Enjoy the fun. Cheers, everyone. Now you know, yeah, it's time for Patreon Plinko.
Now you know. Yeah, basically, Canadian blends. What blinded you? Everybody get in their Plinkos. All right, I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Want to some, but dislike using Apple Pay on my phone. Any way around it? I think if you log in like on your laptop kind of thing, then you should be able to pay in other, like with other ways. Patreon's also weird with Apple. I don't have an Apple device, so I don't fully know the deal. But you can definitely do it by other means, for sure. That I know for a fact. But yeah, maybe try via, if you have a computer that you can sign in via, or a tablet. I just don't know what the whole screen looks like, but I would imagine you can pick other options. Maybe it just automatically shows Apple Pay. No, I think because if it's on an Apple phone, they do some stupid thing of like forcing a year subscription or whatever. There we go. Yeah, Des knows. Thank you. Thanks. That's why I stopped. Hate Apple. I totally get that. Yeah, if you do it via computer, you can put in what you want to pay with. You can use PayPal. Patreon, I think, stopped Apple, resolved it, and went. They had so many weird issues. They were going to make people do like a year thing. I don't understand. I like. I I can't get behind it. I use Apple devices for work because that's what I was provided. But I'm a Samsung girl and an Android girl, so I don't know the full details, but I know there's different options. Totally get it, Porky Prankster. Also, I know I've said it before, but this is such a great name. I love it. Okay, so I think everybody should have had time to get in their Plinkos. By the way, fun fact that I had written down because I went to the wrong window. Peat covers 20% of Scotland's landscape. Isn't that crazy? I would never have guessed that. Okay. So we're going to, let's see. Share screen. Allow. No, we're gonna share this window. Is that working? Okay, and then we're gonna add it to the stage. Look who's learning! I'm very proud of myself. Okay, this is the last call for hashtag Plinkos. If you didn't put it in and you want to, this smells amazing. This Port Charlotte 18. I don't know that, like, compared to the 16, does it smell that much more amazing than the 16? Honestly, I like the 16 smell. Oh my god, actually, the 16 smell now that it's opened up a bit. Oh god, that smells so good. It's giving like almost like a chocolatey, like chocolate covered cherry kind of thing. But again, smoky. Ooh, that is good. So good. Okay. Hashtag Pete. The scotch that is peated, only about 20%. Oh, there you go. I'm glad it represents the landscape. Okay. Y'all can see it. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to start collecting comments. Looks like we've got 8 entries for tonight. Hails, yeah. Let's do a draw. I know Pete's not everybody's thing, so, and Michelle's not here, so I'm happy. Let's do our thing. Da 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 da. Oh wow. Hey, it's Michaelis! What's up? The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, sorry, my voice is just going now. Hold up one sec. Okay, we're good now. We're cleared. Congrats, Whiskey, Sensory Shenanigans, the dude who sent me the Spock ears, and amazing Spock duck. Spock. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to. So I'm going to go back and pick a random number 1 through 8. Oh, I'll share that screen again. Add it back to the stage. Boop-a-doo. That's what we're doing. Okay, it picked number 5. Eve, I don't have a Plinko board. So, hey, but look, it matched what you said as far as E being the 5th letter of the 55. Oh, no way! Your birthday! Oh, you're a fellow September B-Day? Hell yes. Okay, I gotta remove this guy. Oh, hell yes! Your birthday's coming up. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a Plinko board or imaginary one. So, okay, what do we got? Number 5 is. Oh, why does this make me so freaking happy? You know the rule. Pixar didn't happen. September babies are obviously the best. Duh. I'm so excited. Wednesday's your birthday. Okay. Wednesday. Michael's birthday. The leggings. And he won Patreon Plinko. Plinko. Leggings. Sorry, y'all. Trying to do it fast. Photo will be incoming. Hell yes. Oh my god. I'm so stoked for this. I cannot wait for Michelle to find out that this is the situation. That's amazing. Okay, real quick. Port Charlotte 18. I got to sip it during the giveaway and it kind of just distracted me from everything. Oh, that is good. That is obnoxiously good. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. That is super good. But I've got a tiny amount of the Port Charlotte 16 left. Like, honestly, I imagine the Port Charlotte 16 costs less than the 18. I would get the 16. The 16 is amazing. Like they are not drastically, like, if I was drinking these blind, these are not drastically different to me, at least. But I mean, the 18 is delicious. Don't get me wrong. Also, I may have just been peated out of my mind. But let's see. I have two of these little charts. I never showed this one, I think. Yeah, it only just goes up to Ardbeg. That's why I never showed it. It only goes up to like 54 ppm. Yeah, and of course this doesn't have it either. I was hoping there would be like a really delved in, just full chart of a bunch of things. No. Unfortunate what the price of bottle PC18 goes. No, the PC16 is a special. Oh, so PC18 is like on the shelf, but at a ridiculous price. But PC16 was like a shorter term thing. Ah, yeah, because the PC16, honestly, I feel like that's a sweet spot. Like personally, I mean, the 18 is phenomenal. Like, would be the winner tonight if the 16 wasn't in the party. But I feel like the 16 is kind of a sweet spot. Kind of is. I feel like I should have just double streamed it over there. Sort of deal. Oh. Oh. Honestly, I don't know. For me, the 16's finish lingers longer. And it has more of the chewy feel that I'm digging. I don't know why. I mean, the 18 is good, but it's not drastically different from the 16, and it's certainly not drastically better. So if you had the option between the two, I'd go for that Port Charlotte 16, y'all. So, oh God, that's good. All right, I did not eat today, but I did finally get the code that I've been working on for over a week that has made my neck and shoulders hurt, so I can get back into the lab to work today, which is very exciting. So I'm gonna go eat. And me and Michelle, I don't think either of us will be on next week. Michelle's going to be on a vacation. Well, actually, I'll be just coming back from the Grand Tetons, and I just don't think I'll make it back in time. Or even if I do, I'm going to really badly need a shower. We'll be camping with Mike and his wife, Frankie, Mike of Livewire Whiskey. So, and Michelle's going on a vacation with her family. So we probably won't be here next week. So we'll see y'all the week after. But tomorrow, if you follow Kilco Whiskey Musings, he's going to be in town, and he and I are going to hang out. We're probably not going to do a live stream or anything, but we're going to hang out. He's going to stay here. He's been traveling and camping across the country. He normally lives in Rhode Island, and he's about to be in Utah, so it's going to be super fun. And I think that's about it. So I think I'll see. Today's September 15th plus 7. So 22nd. I don't know how many days there are in September. So we'll see at the end of September or the beginning of October. I have no idea. But I will pet Yogi Bear for you. You got it. And we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you haven't tried Peated Scotch, you should. It's delicious, especially Port Charlotte. That's about it. Oh, don't forget Clash of the Cocktails. If you've got a good cocktail, honestly, Peateds can go well in a cocktail. That's coming up. So work on those submissions and some fun names. And I think that is it. Cheers all. Appreciate you. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the phrase. What's the phrase? It doesn't matter how you drink it. Just drink it with your friends and however you enjoy it. That's my version of the phrase. Salut!
Thank you for the way you make me feel. Just like a stolen car with a kid behind the wheel.